Hello and assalamu alaikum everybody, and congratulations Mahmood on one of the best days in Bangladeshi cricket today. The way you guys played, I think I never seen your team play like a team like this performance in the past, where everybody was willing to take the responsibility, especially Shakib. But I don't know whether you're going to agree with me or not. I like Shakib's inning, definitely. He was very responsible. But the way Litton Das played, that was out of ordinary. That was one of the best innings I've seen in this World Cup so far. And he hit three consecutive sixes. So it was great performance overall. Very good.
Thank you very much, Sunil bhai. Welcome back to our another episode post-match about West Indies versus Bangladesh, and happy moment for Bengali, happy moment for me as well. We win this match. It was a very crucial match for us, as we discussed earlier. After Pakistan losing by India, who will be the challenger for top four? New Zealand, India, Australia, and England. So at the moment we can see Windies, South Africa has a good base. Windies are there, and Bangladesh. We people was talking about Bangladesh that they can be the dangerous, and now they are proving that they are coming. So we can say a roar of the tigers. Congratulations to Bangladesh, and if you see Sunil bhai, uh, recent past, especially after 2015 World Cup, I have been noticed one day Bangladesh is very good in chasing, and they are playing very positive. When they played against Pakistan right after 2015 World Cup, they chase Pakistan's score within 39.4 over, 42.1 over. Recently, the chase against West Indies, it was like a cartel over match, and they have to score 204 in 24 overs, and they did it. Today in World Cup, it's not a bilateral series. World Cup 321. Anything we discussed before, anything over 300 is a back of a mind. It's a huge score. You have to continue hitting the ball, continue uh, scoring over six until 300 ball. Not not even easy. This is like 50, 60, 80% was like that. Bangladesh not gonna do that, and they did it on 41.3 over, which is massive, massive advantage. Their run rate, net run rate is going up as well, and I actually don't have any idea how to describe this match. It was brilliant by Bangladesh.
You see, they I think achieved their target 10 overs earlier. So
40,
obviously
40
the run,
41.3 ball, 41 over 3 ball,
so almost more than
almost 10 overs.
50, 50 balls were remaining. So
Exactly.
they obviously their run rate is much better now. But when we spoke to you this afternoon, you said that obviously West Indies is favored after scoring 300 plus. And I agreed with you because scoring 300 and chasing 300 runs in a World Cup game is a different ball game. Like you need to play differently. There's a different kind of pressure. There's a Bangladeshi crowd, 95% Bangladeshis in the crowd. So, like, there was a different pressure, but the way Shakib handled the inning,
Pressure.
he was anchoring the inning. It was
Exactly. Yeah.
Shakib, yeah, Shakib.
Yeah.
So it was great, and even they lost 2-3 wickets, but after that, Mithun Das came, and they were like they were playing shots like they're chasing 180 maybe. So
True.
they had
True.
no fear at
Uh,
all.
few
So
things actually has to
it was
discuss.
it was a
Like
great show.
it was definitely few more things had to discuss. Like from beginning, definitely it was very good toss to win because the early morning there was a lot of movement we can see in the air, and see what happened. See, this is what I'm talking from beginning. Execution of your plan. In a tournament you cannot win a match, or you cannot win a tournament by single-handed. Even in World Cup, when Sachin Tendulkar was a brilliant form after passing his father, after his father that he was hitting centuries and centuries. I think he scored 572, but India was not champion on that one. When you want to champion, you have to have a teamwork, and you have to have a
In
brilliant
1999 World Cup, yeah.
1919 World Cup. Yeah, when our Bengali Saurav Ganguly hit 183 in this Taunton ground, if you remember. So uh, planning
In
is better.
Taunton ground, exactly, yeah. Rahul Dravid Ganguly
And
against
Ganguly was
North
against Sri
Norway.
Lanka. Yeah. So planning is very important. I want to mention one thing. When Pakistan played against Australia, if you remember, only Mohammad Amir, who was did a few short balls earlier, and then he said, "No, I can't do short ball. I have to do full length." And he did full length, let the ball swing into the air, either any other way, and then you know take less from the pitch because he know there is nothing in the pitch actually. He has to play with the air, and only the Mohammad Amir who was bowling continuously in full length, and he was troubling to Australian batsmen. Today, Mashrafi bin Murtaza and Mohammad Saiful, this is why they did not pick Rubel, which was a bit, I was a bit against them. Rubel Hussain, his habit is bowling a little bit short or back of length initial of the innings, and later of the innings, his responsibility is to the slower and do the Yorker. So they did not pick Rubel. They still believe on Mohammad Saifuddin as their strike bowler, which is quite annoying because with this pace he can't be a strike bowler. But they believe on him, and plan was that keep bowling full length to Gale and even Lewis. Let the ball play in the air. This is how the plan. Let's fast turn over. We win that match. We have to take the wicket. So if you don't attack your stump, if you have two players in your sleep. If you don't put your ball going away to the batsman, then why the hell you're putting slip in there? You have to let the ball. Yes, batsman will drive, batsman will make flowing run. Well, it's cricket. Batsmen will make runs. They are not here for making a joke. They are obviously they're good batsmen. They will make a cover drive. But one ball you need to get a wicket, and this is how Gale was. They trapped Gale. Like they're putting same ball in good length, going away, going in, going ball, playing with the same ball, playing with the air, and Chris Gale has to give the wicket. Two major things happened because obviously I honestly I think West Indies was uh, at least 20-25. Well, Jason Holder said they are 50-60, not really 50-60 run short, not really, at least 20-25 run short. I believe this one they could have do very close to
Yeah,
350.
at 40th over, I thought they're going to score 350, 355.
Exactly.
That's what
Even
I thought.
even even when Andre Russell came in, I said that in Hetmar he hit 50 on 26 balls. Brilliant innings from him, and he has to carry on. But unfortunately, I think he was throwing his bat away. This is not a T20. You have to play another 46,
Exactly,
46
exactly.
over. But this is what happened if you play with all the T20 player and you think you win 50 over match. That's the problem. Andre Russell.
Would you like to say something on the fitness of Gale and Russell?
Yeah, I'm coming on that. I'm coming on that actually, but I'm coming on definitely on that. What happened? So this is what the bowling part actually. When the batting part has come here, they knew that West Indies is going to bowl short. This is why they picked five bowlers. I will mention one name. Ashley Nars was an obvious spinner of West Indian. I really think
Osman, yeah.
he should have got a chance here because Bangladesh playing Somo Sorkar, Tamim Iqbal, and Sakib Al Hasan, three left-arm batsmen in their top order.
Left-handed, yeah.
So probably he can play a role in here, and he did a role in a Tri-Nation series in Ireland. Actually, not
But
speaking.
then they thought probably all the Asian teams are good on spinners. They play spin as well, and
No,
so is
but
Bangladesh.
still, you need some variety in your in your squad. You don't have any variety.
Those very one-dimensional.
Andre Russell,
Yeah.
he is not a swing bowler. He's not a quick bowler. Only he can bang on short ball and everyone short. And this is how they play. People might be said that Bangladesh was quite lucky, lots of top edge going behind the keeper. Well, this is a small ground, and if you continuously bowl, short ball, and short ball, few of the ball obviously go by top edge. This is the advantage of batsmen. You are giving them short ball, people getting boundaries, and then pressure released. This is why if you can see it today, dot ball was a bit higher, but no problem. We are getting boundaries in every single over. There is the problem of West Indies, and there is Bangladesh played a brilliant thing, especially Sakib Al Hasan played with positive mind. Tamim Iqbal, well, it was a brilliant run out by him, but if you see, he did not take any unnecessary risk. Whatever,
Yeah, it was very.
yeah. So whatever he found on his own, he was striking the ball very nice. Finishing touch with Litton Dash. See, he was at the bench. And we was telling them, okay, Mohammad Mithun, he's in form, middle order batsman. He did good job in Asia Cup against Sri Lanka and India, Pakistan. When Bangladesh was struggling, he was a very good middle order. But he is not very good in against fast bowling, as we see before. So Leighton Das had a chance actually because they are playing five fast bowlers. So doesn't matter you are opener or a middle order batsman. You can play on the middle order and you can You can play as you're playing as an opener. You can make your punch and square drive everything. This is where Litton Das came in, and he came in front of Mahmudullah because they need Mahmudullah as a finisher. And what Litton Das did, give him a bit time, take singles. Don't let Shakib Al Hasan face the ball too long. Taking a quick single, they are very fit in there. And now when Litton got set on there is the difference was between Pakistan and Bangladesh in here again. The phrase came, the plan change. If you remember before after Pakistan, I told you that you have to plan in every phrase. You cannot do okay. I have a plan A and we have to do 50 overs with this one, which is done by West Indies today, and that was flop. In a phrase, Shakib Al Hasan was 94 on probably 65, 69 ball, and then he go to 80 up balls, and
but Litton Das strike rate was over 100 all the time throughout his innings.
Yeah, I mean,
he was over 100.
Yeah, I mean, if you see Shakib Al Hasan last 5 balls, Shakib put himself in backward and let Litton Das anchor the innings, and he come forward. Litton said, "Okay, I'm gonna take Chris Gale." He hitting Chris Gale on the gap shots, build up his confidence, hitting sixes, uppercut shots, hitting the sixes, and then the phrase playing. Litton Das come forward and he's smashing everything. The plan was, I'm telling you, Shakib said, you go on that. If you get out, Mahmudullah can. If Mahmudullah gone out, Saifuddin will came. I will be increased.
And I'll be holding one hand.
I will be holding one until 39 over. If you remember, if you see the match, Leighton Das was a bit shaking in first 3 ball against Ocean Thomas. Shakib came in, talked to him, calm him down. I said, look, if you don't know how to play this ball, let him away. Let me handle this. Leighton Das take the single, give Shakib on the strike. Overdone. They play over.
So you see, the point you just mentioned, this is the role of a senior player.
Exactly.
If the senior player is not performing this role, then there's no place for senior player in the team.
Honestly, yeah. Okay. I'm talking about fitness. Fitness is obviously a bit worried about West Indian. I really, this is what, maybe it's not good to say, but this is the difference between a team and a gathered people. Bangladesh.
Yeah, you see, they are T20 players. They can't play 50 overs. Their fitness is not like that.
Their fitness is not there. And where is the dedication came from? They're blaming each other, overthrow coming, blaming each other. Andrew Russell was limping all throughout the innings, and Aaron Gabriel 2 overs, and then he gone back. He come back after 7 hours. As a bowler, when you bowl 2 or 3 overs, you're still not in your rhythm. After 2 over, 3 over, you will get your rhythm, and then next over, 4th or 5th over will be your very good over. But West Indian bowler, after 2, 3 overs, you're going to the dressing room. Where is the rhythm coming from?
Yeah.
These things are West Indies' problem. You have to play with the team. You have to play with the team. Well, you lose the match, not end of the world. You win the match, nothing different. But if you show a negative,
but the way they lost it,
the way they lost, if you show a negative sign to the world, that's bad. Actually, definitely.
Let's talk about another West Indian who is not sitting in West Indian dressing room, but sitting in Bangladeshi dressing room.
Courtney
His
Walsh.
name is Courtney Walsh.
Courtney Walsh. Yeah, there was a lot of.
What do you think about him?
There are a lot
of. Refined your bowling attack.
Well, there are a lot of debate going on him, because when 2015 we have found brilliant pace attack for Bangladesh when his streak was Bangladesh coach. After Courtney Walsh came, a lot of pace bowler having injuries, and we found Courtney Walsh not delivering us and that level what we was expected. But if you see Mashrafi bin Murtaza, he's I don't think he's after today also after 8 overs he gone back.
But he was very economical. I think he gave you nearly 30 runs in 8 overs.
This is what I mentioned before, that they execute their plan. They knew that Mashrafi, if you come later, they will smash you 6s and 4s. Bad for you. Do your overs first. And Hamid's team was a bit tight in it. That's why he released himself to the dressing room. Not good as a captain. You have to stay there obviously in the field. But Mashrafi, he delivered to the Bangladesh a lot. You can't criticize him now. And
exactly.
And if you see one more things I would like to add on that, this is called mindset up. Like I obviously Bangladesh should be grateful to who's the name Hendrika Hatura Singh here, but Steve Rhodes is also doing a great job. When Leighton Das hit 3 consecutive 6s, after at 4th ball he just punched the ball very soft and changed the strike. That time we saw Steve Bruce was clapping to him. It's not an individual clap.
Yeah,
Oh, well played. No, this is for this individual ball. Well deal with that ball. Change your
yeah,
stride.
exactly.
Change the momentum. Give Saki a
Yeah.
strike. And Saki was like, well, he got another boundary, but it was not an intentional boundary. It was age on.
Because some players who are T20 players, they get carried away and they try to hit fourth
It would be
six.
another
But
force.
he,
Excited. I'm
yeah,
gonna
but
be
he
left
just
winger.
took single, which is good.
Ex- Exactly. You're not be too. You don't need to be too excited. Leighton was 94 not out. Deserve 100.
Yeah.
Feel sorry for him. But don't worry about it. 94 not out. People will remember for your brilliant innings. A brilliant inning. Actually, Leighton Das, obviously, he was came from bench and scoring this one. Brilliant. Oh, absolutely brilliant.
So all in all, Mahmood, very good game by Bangladesh. I think it's a lesson for other teams, especially Pakistan.
Obviously.
The way they chased, I think it's a big lesson for Pakistani team. And I'm already seeing that on Twitter, people are tagging Shakib Al Hasan's picture on Shoaib Malik's account and say, learn some lesson. So there's a debate going on Twitter already. So congratulations on that. Mahmood, what about tomorrow? Who's playing tomorrow?
England versus Afghanistan.
So only one game
The
tomorrow?
only one match tomorrow. Yeah.
Is it
But you
day
know
game?
what?
Where about is that?
I'm not sure aware about this yet. But you know what? We should not get away of this game because anything can happen. Afghanistan also can take some lesson from this game. And
Yeah,
Afghanistan is
but you
very
see,
difficult.
they are not performing
Yeah,
very
they
well.
are
They
doing
lost
so.
massively against
This is
South
what I
Africa.
hate. This is what I hate. When a team do messed up right before the tournament. Pakistan they got an
They
issue.
lost their wicket keeper.
Yeah, Pakistan got an issue with Sarfaraz and Shoaib Malik right before the tournament. Bad. So Afghanistan have an issue with Asghar Stanikzai, who has to change his name to say Asghar Afghan, and they forcefully make Mahmoud Shahzad injured and rule out from the World Cup. This is bad. This is a tournament. South Africa
Yeah, this is
right before
rubbish.
the tournament,
Actually,
right
you
before the
can't do
tournament.
that with your country before the World Cup.
Exactly. I
It's
mean,
too
you
much
have to
politics
think.
going on.
You have to think about this tournament before. Bangladesh did this one. Australia. See how Australia. I'm sorry about out of topic, but see Australia. Whole 4 years, Australia played like a rubbish team, and right before World Cup, they gathered
Yeah,
together. Said, "This is our plan, and this is how we play." And they are in number one now.
yeah,
So this is World Cup.
exactly.
That will make you a good team.
Yeah,
Pakistan definitely. If you see us today, if you see Tamim Iqbal, he is also married for several years. He had a one kid. Mahmudullah. I will tell you one story of Mahmudullah. I mean, if people listen to us, I'll be grateful to listen to the story. Mahmudullah is when he hit two centuries in 2015 World Cup. His father-in-law gave us a statement that Mahmudullah last 2 years, whenever he came to us in our house, he never eat anything fatty things. Whenever we
yeah.
invite people, Urdu Pakistan में हम दामाद को invite करते हैं ना, like this one,
Yeah.
tradition. He
So you
never
just
eat
eat
like,
everything, whatever available.
I mean,
Yeah. So he's very
salad,
conscious about his diet.
salad, vegetable. So he keep himself very fit. He hit century. Shakib Al Hasan, after bowling 10 overs, fielding 50 overs, come in number three, hitting unbeaten 124. Think about it, how many fitness he needs. And I mean,
Exactly.
so we are criticizing Shoaib Akhtar that, why you criticizing personally to Sarfaraz? Well, he is not criticizing personally to Sarfaraz. When a Pakistani people get a
He's criticized the
picture,
fitness.
when
Yeah.
A Pakistani legend get a picture of Virat Kohli who has 8 ripped pack, and your Pakistani captain comes with a big thali,
Yeah.
that's humiliating. You know what I mean?
Exactly. The fitness that it's not only Sarfaraz, the other players as well. They put
Other
on
players as
weight.
well. See,
Even Hassan Ali is
how many
putting
boundaries
on weight.
saved by Bangladesh today? Small ground, even is going two,
Yeah.
3 feet away from you have to
Their
defend it.
fielding was fabulous today.
Really,
Beautiful.
very good. And
Wow, very
they
good.
was dedicated to the field today, and they were stopping every ball to the boundary. So this
Yeah.
small things actually inspire yourself, and you can
Yeah,
go ahead
exactly.
in the match.
And it's
Small.
you develop these things in years. Not you can't do these things overnight.
As
You
someone
work on
told
these
before
things
in a
day in
YouTube
and day
that,
out.
yeah, you cannot buy experience from departmental store. You have to play, you have to be in the team. And obviously, we
Yeah.
mentioned one thing. This is how you get dividend from a group of people. If you have a group of team playing
Yeah.
together and bring a shadow player in between them. If you remember, I was personally a big criticizer of Michael Clark when he was first came into the squad. Steven Smith when he first came into the squad. They grow up in some big players.
Yeah,
when
like Ponting was there and
Ponting was
Lengo was
there. So
there.
Michael Carrick, doesn't matter you perform or not, keep playing, gather experience. You will
Yeah.
lead the team. He
That's
Michael.
what That's what I'm worried about now. Pakistani team, the way they perform, there's so much criticism going on in the media. The only thing which I'm worried about is that they might drop talented players as well, like Imam. There's so much criticism going on, but I think we need Imam. His technique is so good. All he needs to do, gain some experience, increase his strike rate, and carry on playing for Pakistan for years to come. But what
If you
happens is that after this loss, probably
yeah.
they'll drop everybody.
Well, there is not a big harm happen if after this World Cup Pakistan renew their team totally. Not because every time when a team like refurbish themselves, they refurbish for next 4 years. So
Yeah.
if you make a huge change in Pakistan, make sure your system is changed. Make sure the
Yeah,
way
exactly.
how I mean I don't care Imam played or Abul Hassan played or Samsuddin played. I don't care about it. I mean people need to come to Pakistan national team by a system, and this
By
system
system, exactly. You
this
mean the domestic cricket,
domestic
grassroots?
cricket or in a management. This system has to be continued next 4 years. That okay, we have
Exactly.
Imam, we need another openers. Now we just not can't pick another Imam for next two
And
years.
we should
After
we
two
should
years we drop
minimize
him.
the T20 cricket as well. Like too much craze of T20 cricket is also going on. I
The
think
problem,
T20 cricket is good, but not in excess. Like we should
but problem is that I don't think you
reduce the
can.
amount of T20
The
cricket.
problem is that you cannot be successful in that actually because
Yeah.
everywhere if my neighbor earning money and you ask me to sit down, I will not. You know what I mean?
No,
So
but
doesn't
obviously then you pay the players. You give to them contract and you
patriotism
ask them to play first
patriotism
class, and they can play T20 as well.
patriotism doesn't come by money. Patriotism has to come from heart.
Yeah. But
Indian
you see, look what Malinga done. He stopped playing Test cricket and he said, "I'll play T20 leagues. I will play
T20, yeah.
IPL." This is not
Really?
right.
This is not right, obviously. This is not about money. This is about heart. How where is the patriot? I tell you, if my Indian brothers listening, anyone, look, players never played outside. They don't allow their players to play in outside league because I will pay you enough to play in our domestic cricket in IPL, right? But they
Yeah,
don't argue with this one.
exactly.
When a player get a chance, they give the 100%. And Vijay Shankar not prepared from today. They prepared from years before. Dinesh Karthik is very old player and he is not getting a chance now. Ambati Raidu is very old player. He didn't get the chance yet. So why this has happened? This is not about money and this is not about IPL or T20 league. This is all about patriotism. How you playing, how your attitude to your country. As today
Exactly.
today's example against for West Indies, how they played, how where is their patriotism was, where is their dedication was. If Shakib Al Hasan playing square cut over the point, how many dive you see to stop the ball, doesn't matter you stop the ball or not, how many dive you did to stop the ball, I haven't seen a single one. So there is
Well, there are some fitness issues as well at
obviously there's a
West
fitness
Indian
obviously.
camp. They're
So
not
you
fit
treat
enough.
yourself now. Fitness issues after the
Yeah,
match, you cannot say after the match, you cannot say
exactly.
how can I do my lunch without biryani. You
Yeah,
cannot say this one. In Wasim Akram said
exactly.
that Pakistani people should stop biryani. Agree with that. Yes, we stop biryani. You cannot justify why you're having biryani and why you're having a big one pack family pack.
Yeah, fitness is the key. Like, in modern day cricket, if you're not fit enough, if you're not fit
Definitely.
according to the modern game's need, you can't survive. Okay, Mahmood, then we'll do tomorrow, inshallah,
Of course,
again,
tomorrow,
post
inshallah,
match of bowling.
we will for tomorrow, yeah, England versus Afghanistan, but we will do another discussion over that, with all the World Cup what's happening there and what will be the chances for West Indies, Pakistan, Bangladesh, even if there's Sri Lankan chance as
Yeah,
well.
we'll discuss the table
We'll
tomorrow,
discuss
hopefully,
the
as
table
midday.
tomorrow, fully, inshallah. Thank you very much for joining with us. Thank you, Sunil Bhai,
Take
and
care, enjoy your victory, and
yes, of
congratulations
course
once
I
again.
will. Yeah, thank you very much. See you soon.
Take care. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Bye. Bye.